সাংবাদিক মেললৈ নিমন্ত্ৰণ কৰিছিলোঁ। আপোনালোক সকলোৱে জানে যে এগৰাকী সৰু কিশোৰী জুন মাহত মঙলদৈৰ ধুলা থানাত অন্তৰ্গত এগৰাকী ব্যক্তিৰ বাসভৱনত আননেচাৰেল ডেথ হোৱাৰ খবৰ পুলিচে পাইছিলে আৰু পুলিচে অনুসন্ধান আৰম্ভ কৰিছিলে। এই বিষয়ে পুলিচৰ তদন্ত যথেষ্ট নহয় বুলি মোৰ ওচৰত কিছু খবৰ আহিছিলে আৰু সেই খবৰৰ ভিত্তিত অসম পুলিচৰ আৰক্ষী সঞ্চালক প্ৰধান আৰু মই ঢেকিয়াজুলিত থকা সেই কিশোৰীগৰাকীৰ ঘৰত সৰজমিন সাক্ষাৎকাৰ বা দেউতাক মাকৰ লগত কথা পতাৰ বাবে আমি তালৈ গৈছিলোঁ। দেউতাক মাকৰ লগত আমি কথা পতাৰ সময়ত মঙলদৈ বা দৰং জিলাৰ আৰক্ষী অধীক্ষক আৰু অতিৰিক্ত আৰক্ষী অধীক্ষকো উপস্থিত আছিল। সেই সময়ত আমি তেওঁলোকৰ লগত কথা বতৰা পাতোতে এটা কথা আমাৰ খবৰ বা নজৰলৈ আহিছিল যে কিশোৰীগৰাকীয়ে আত্মহত্যা কৰা বুলি পৰিয়ালটোৱে দাবী কৰিলেও চিপজৰি লাগি থকা অৱস্থাত কোনো ধৰণৰ ফটো লোৱা হোৱা নাছিল আৰু মৃতদেহটো অভিযুক্তসকলে নিজেই মৃত্যু য'ত হৈছিল ৰচিদ লগাই পেলাই মৃত্যু হোৱা বুলি দাবী কৰিছিল, তাৰ পৰা তেওঁলোকে নিজে আঁতৰাই আনিছিলে। সেই সময়ত আমি দৰং জিলাৰ আৰক্ষী অধীক্ষকক কেইবাটাও প্ৰশ্ন কৰিছিলোঁ আৰু গোটেই প্ৰশ্ন উত্তৰবিলাক সন্তুষ্ট হ'বলগীয়া নাছিলে। তাৰ পৰিপ্ৰেক্ষিতত আমি সেইদিনাখনেই আৰক্ষী অধীক্ষকগৰাকীক নিলম্বিত কৰিছিলোঁ। এডিশ্যনেল SP গৰাকীকো আমি নিলম্বিত কৰিছিলোঁ আৰু আমি এই গোটেই গোচৰটো CID লৈকে হস্তান্তৰ কৰাৰ বাবে নিৰ্দেশ দিছিলোঁ। যোৱা 17 আগষ্ট 2022 তাৰিখে CIDয়ে এই ঘটনাৰ তদন্ত হাতত লয় আৰু 25 ছেপ্টেম্বৰ অৰ্থাৎ প্ৰায় এমাহৰ ভিতৰত এই ঘটনাৰ তদন্ত সমাপ্ত কৰি আদালতৰ ওচৰত চাৰ্জশ্বীট বুলি যি অভিযোগনামা সেই অভিযোগনামা দাখিল কৰে। এই অভিযোগনামাত যিগৰাকী মেইন একিউজ কৃষ্ণ কমল বৰুৱা, তেখেতৰ বিৰুদ্ধে হত্যা, সেক্সুৱেল এছাল্ট, ডিষ্ট্ৰাকশ্যন অফ এভিডেন্স আৰু এটেম্প্ট টু ৰেপ ভাৰতীয় দণ্ডবিধিৰ কেইবাটাও দফাত এই ব্যক্তিগৰাকীক অভিযুক্ত কৰা হয়। তদন্তৰ সময়ত CIDয়ে এই কথাও CIDৰ নজৰলৈ আহে যে ঘটনাৰ গোটেই বিষয়টো গাপ দিয়া দৰং জিলাৰ আৰক্ষী অধীক্ষক, অতিৰিক্ত আৰক্ষী অধীক্ষক, ধুলা থানাৰ ভাৰপ্ৰাপ্ত বিষয়া আৰু যিগৰাকী দণ্ডাধীশে ইনকুৱেষ্ট কৰিছিল তেখেতৰ ভূমিকা আৰু যিগৰাকী পোষ্টমৰ্টেম কৰা ডক্টৰ আছিল, এই আটাইৰে ভূমিকা সন্দেহৰ ঊৰ্ধ্বত নাছিলে আৰু এই ক্ষেত্ৰত তেখেতসকলৰ বিষয়েও CIDয়ে অনুসন্ধান কৰে আৰু কেতবোৰ তথ্য CIDৰ হাতলৈ আহে। তাৰ ফলত CIDয়ে দৰং জিলাৰ আৰক্ষী অধীক্ষকগৰাকীক তদানীন্তন আৰক্ষী অধীক্ষকগৰাকীক গ্ৰেপ্তাৰ কৰে, অতিৰিক্ত আৰক্ষী অধীক্ষকগৰাকীক গ্ৰেপ্তাৰ কৰে, কাৰ্যবাহী দণ্ডাধীশগৰাকীক আজি গ্ৰেপ্তাৰ কৰে, চিকিৎসকগৰাকীক গ্ৰেপ্তাৰ কৰে আৰু ধুলা থানাৰ ভাৰপ্ৰাপ্ত তদানীন্তন বিষয়াগৰাকীকো গ্ৰেপ্তাৰ কৰে। এই ঘটনাটো এটা এই কাৰণে খুব ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট ঘটনা আছিলে যে মৃত্যুৰ বহুদিন পিছত আৰু মৃত শৰীৰটোক সৎকাৰ কৰাৰ পিছত ছোৱালীগৰাকী খ্ৰীষ্টিয়ান ধৰ্মাৱলম্বী আছিলে, গতিকে আমাৰ হিন্দু ধৰ্ম ৰীতিমতে সৎকাৰ হোৱা নাছিলে, কিন্তু সমাধিস্থ হৈছিলে। সমাধিস্থ হোৱাৰ বহুদিন পিছত, প্ৰায় এমাহমান পিছত, এই ঘটনাক সম্পূৰ্ণকৈ নতুন হিচাপত তদন্ত কৰিবলগীয়া হয়। আৰু এই তদন্ত কৰিব যাওঁতে CIDয়ে ফৰেনচিক আৰু বহুতবোৰ চাইণ্টিফিক এভিডেন্স কালেক্ট কৰিছিলে, যিবোৰ অসম পুলিচৰ বাবে এটা তদন্তৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত এটা নতুন দিশ উন্মোচিত কৰিছে। যোৱা কেইদিনমান আগতে আৰক্ষী অধীক্ষকৰ সন্মিলনীত আমি এই কেছটো এটা ৰেফাৰেন্স পইণ্ট হিচাপে তেওঁলোকক দেখুৱাইছিলোঁ যে এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ ঘটনাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত তদন্ত কি ধৰণে ফৰেনচিক এভিডেন্স আৰু চাইণ্টিফিক এভিডেন্সৰ ওপৰত কৰিব লাগে। আজি আমি আপোনালোকক দেখুৱাব খুজিছোঁ যে এই ঘটনা মই ছোৱালীগৰাকীৰ ঘৰত যোৱাৰ পৰা CIDৰ হাতলৈ হস্তান্তৰ কৰাৰ পিছত কি ধৰণে CIDয়ে গোটেই ঘটনাটো তদন্ত কৰি আদালতক অভিযোগনামা দিব পাৰিলে, এই গোটেই পৰিক্ৰমাটো আপোনালোকৰ আগত সদৰি কৰাৰ বাবে আমি আজি সাংবাদিক মেল পাতিছোঁ। কিন্তু সদায় আমি এটা কথা মনত ৰাখিব লাগিব যে যিকোনো অভিযোগৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত পুলিচে অভিযোগনামা দাখিল কৰিব পাৰে, দোষী আৰু নিৰ্দোষীৰ শেষ বিচাৰ সদায় আদালতৰ মজিয়াত হ'ব। সেইকাৰণে আমি একেও শব্দটো আমি কম, আমি কাকো দোষী বা নিৰ্দোষী কোৱাৰ আইনগত অধিকাৰ আমাৰ নাই, কিন্তু আমাৰ অভিযোগনামাত আমি তেওঁলোকক অভিযুক্ত কৰিছোঁ। আৰু সেইকাৰণে সেই ৰাইডাৰটো সন্মুখত লৈ যে আমি এই গোটেই ঘটনাটোত নিৰপেক্ষ বিচাৰ আদালতৰ মজিয়াতে হ'ব, কিন্তু কেনেকে CIDয়ে গোটেই অভিযোগনামা দাখিল কৰাৰ পৰ্যায়লৈকে আহিলে, এই পৰিক্ৰমাটো আমি আপোনালোকৰ আগত দাঙি ধৰিব খুজিছোঁ। তাৰপিছত কিবা প্ৰশ্ন থাকিলে আমি উত্তৰ দিব পাৰিম। মই অসম পুলিচৰ CIDৰ IGP কৃষ্ণা ডাঙৰীয়াক অনুৰোধ কৰিম যে গোটেই ঘটনাটোৰ এটা পৰিক্ৰমাটো the entire journey from the day of CID took over the investigation till today, when all the accused have been arrested now and cycle has been completed. So now I think it is a right time to share the journey before the people, and that is why I request Mr. Krishna to speak on the entire journey.
Honorable Chief Minister, sir, senior officers on the dais, and my dear media friends. This is death of a minor girl child under Dura police station in Darang district. I am presenting the case study about the investigation conducted by CID in the last 7 to 8 weeks. The girl was around 13 years. She is from a poor family. She was working as domestic help. घटना तो 11 जून 2022 को हुई से. Initially 11 तारीख के a unnatural death case was registered by Darang police, and subsequently on 12th, that is the next day, a regular FIR for murder and rape was also registered. Inquest and postmortem were conducted on 11th itself, that is the date of occurrence. This is the inquest report. The name of the girl is being kept confidential. The magistrate has clearly written position of the dead body is in hanging position. We can see column 4. Then the height of the body is at 3 feet 5 inches. It is written in his own handwriting by the magistrate. And if you see column 16.3, in case of hanging, ligature mark to be noted whether circular or oblique. लेकिन क्या कहते हैं, circular हो या oblique ना लिखा के conveniently mark on the neck बोली लिखित हुई, which is a very crucial evidence for investigation, because the dead body will be disposed after the inquest and video. So the magistrate is supposed to clearly record whether the ligature mark on the neck is circular or oblique. तार पिছত ए निजे conclude करिले कि the apparent cause of death is hanging due to suicide. And coming to the PM report, which was conducted by a panel of 3 doctors in the government hospital Mangalore. they have concluded that from the findings, we are of the opinion the cause of death is due to asphyxia as a result of ante-mortem hanging in suicidal in nature. That means it's a case of suicidal death, and there is no evidence of sexual assault. That also they have clearly written below, in spite of the FSL report showing that there has been semen fluid on the undergarments of the victim. So this is the post-mortem report. So from the post-mortem report and inquest report, police will be forced to conclude that it is a natural death of suicide and that there is no sexual assault. So at this stage, CID has taken over the case. Honorable HCM sir has visited the victim's house on 12th August. The case was transferred on the same day. An SIT was formed with IG Sri Upadhyay as the in charge and under the supervision of ADG CID. The police officers of Darang were suspended, and we started analyzing the events in a sequence. A1 has brought down the victim girl from hanging position without informing anybody. Hanging avastha kono dekha nahi. It is only the A1 Krishna Kamal Barua who said that this girl has hung herself, but then nobody has seen her hanging from the ceiling fan with a chunni rope tied around her neck. There was no hue and cry at the place of occurrence, and the dead body was brought down on his own before informing the police. He said that he is brought down so that he can give her treatment, but he did not send her to hospital or call a doctor. He stated he, along with milkman who came to supply milk in the house, helped him to bring down the body. But the milkman said he has not touched the body and he has not seen the knot of the chunni around the neck of the girl. It's a crucial evidence. Then there is no sign of depression for the girl that she would commit suicide. There is no disturbance of the scene of crime. There is no mark of struggle at the scene of crime. Nothing has fallen down. Everything is in order and intact. And the victim girl, whenever she went to her parents, she was not allowed to talk to the parents in privacy. She was allowed only 5 minutes time to meet the parents and was brought back. This is the scene of crime photo which we found. One chair, a dining table, 2 stools, and this is the chunni apparently was used for the girl to hang herself. Nothing is disturbed. The kettle, the jug, the flask, the glass, everything is in order. This cannot happen in a suicide case where there will be struggle marks. She will be kicking everything that is below her feet. The arrest was on 30th. The district police has arrested the accused, but this was only after the intervention of Honorable Chief Minister. Based on a report from his sources, he has written a letter and asked for a report. Only after that they arrested. They didn't take the accused into custody. The viscera and the swabs and the undergarments were not immediately sent to FSL. They were sent only after almost 21 days or 22 days. The chunni which was used also was not sent to FSL. There is no videography of the post-mortem. And the PM report was also unauthorizedly shared with the SSB, the organization where the accused is working as an employee, is a central government employee. Shifting of the body from first floor to ground floor before the inquest. The magistrate has not seen the body in the hanging position. He saw it on the floor in the ground floor. But in the report he wrote, I have seen it in the hanging position, which is a clear lie. And the undergarments were not seized by the police. Only the doctors who were conducting inquest have removed them and packed them and gave it, and then it was sent to FS. We analyzed the available photographs because the body was not there when we got the case. So the photographs, the inquest and the PM were analyzed. We interacted with lots of experts from AIMS, Negrims, Shillong, as well as GMC, Forensic Medicine Department doctors in Guwahati. We have also studied some of the MBBS books where forensic medicine is a subject where the ligature mark is one of the chapters. This is the girl, the face is masked to protect the identity. This was the condition in which the body was kept on the floor when others came and saw. Nobody else saw what happened before this, except the accused. This is the ligature mark. If it is a hanging case, the ligature mark will not be circular, it will be oblique. Because of the weight of the body, the knot goes up. I can show you the next photo. So the mark will be like this, it will not be circular. That's the reason why in the inquest There is a specific question to the magistrate. Is the ligature mark circular or oblique? He neither wrote circular nor oblique, he said mark on the neck. And this is how, if you hang, because of the weight of the body, the knot goes up and you have an inverted V there. Whereas here it was circular for the victim. This is how it will go. If this is somebody else's photo from the textbook, you can even see the strands of the rope which is used for hanging. And if it is strangulation, if it is homicidal, somebody will tie a rope or a wire or a thread and pull it, so it will be a circular ligature mark. If it is a murder. So this is how you can see a circular ligature mark if it is strangulation and if it is a murder. This is also strangulation. This is done by a wire, plastic wire, where you pull it, so there is a deep cut in the skin. Now, having seen all this, we wanted to see whether the girl will be able to tie the knot on her own with her height. So we wanted the height of the body, but the body was not there by then. So we showed this photograph and called an artist, and we made him draw the picture exactly same on the floor. And we have put a tape and measured the height as 4 feet 8 inches. This was the actual height of the victim, whereas the magistrate has written 3.5 feet in the inquest report wrongly without measuring the height. And if you see, the tile is a 2 by 2 feet tile. So there are 2 plus 2, 4 feet is there, and then the head is protruding out, so that is another 8 inches. So 4 feet 8 inches was the actual height. So we measured the length of the arm, because she has to tie the knot with the fan. So this was 1 feet 5 inches from the axilla to the wrist, so that she will be able to tie the knot on the fan. 4 feet 8 inches was the height, 1 feet 5 inches was the length of the upper arm. Then we consulted a pediatrician and showed the photo and the height and asked him what will be the weight of the body. He said 35 to 40 kg. So we made a dummy of 35 kg to test whether that chunni can hold that much weight of the body or it will snap, and whether the girl will be able to tie the knot to the fan. So this is the dummy we made, exactly 4 feet 8 inch, 35 kg, and the measurement length is 4 feet 8 inch. We prepared a detailed proceeding with engineers, doctors, magistrates, artists and independent witnesses. And from the shoulder to the fan it is 2 feet 1 inch, whereas her hand is only 1 feet 5 inch. So there is no way she can even touch the fan, leave alone tying the knot. Even if she stands on her toe, she will not be able to manage to touch the fan either, leave alone tying the knot. So therefore we concluded that she will not be able to tie the knot herself, and it must be a third person who is at the scene who will be able to tie the knot and not herself. This is a full view of the entire scene of crime reconstruction. Hence we proved that at best the victim can touch the fan with difficulty but cannot tie the knot herself. This is the actual measurements in the proceedings, the height, weight, everything in inches. Now, luckily for us, the body was buried, it was not burnt. So once we proved that this is not, she would not have tied the knot, then somebody else must have murdered her. So we took permission of the court and exhumed the body with the permission of the parents of the victim. And we sent it to GMC. Early in the morning we have exhumed. By 11 o'clock it reached the GMC. By 3 o'clock the doctors finished the second post-mortem. Then again we took it back and buried it in the same location with the permission of the father of the victim in his presence. In presence of magistrate by taking the court permission. Now, the second post-mortem clearly brought out injuries on the skull, which the first PM and first inquest did not record. The clear contusions on the skull, that means somebody has hit her with a blunt weapon. Similarly, in the neck, somebody has hit her on the neck also, apart from the strangulation. So these injuries are clearly ante-mortem, caused by blunt weapon by a third person who has hit her hard. And the second post-mortem report said she has been subjected to physical assault before her death. The contusions on the scalp and the necks are ante-mortem caused by blunt force impact. That means she has been hit with something hard, then only those injuries are taken. These were crucial evidences which the first post-mortem conducting 3 doctors and the inquest conducting magistrate have omitted. Then we got the FSL report of the undergarments that were collected from the victim girl during the post-mortem. It clearly said that there is semen available on the undergarment. Now whose is it? We wanted to link it to Krishna Kamal Barua. So with the permission of the court, we have taken his blood samples, sent it for DNA profiling, and the DNA profiling matched with the fluid on the undergarment. So that means he has attempted to rape her and then killed her. Then we had to interrogate him in police custody, which the original police did not do. Then we took him into custody for 14 days, thoroughly interrogated. He confessed to have molested her, sexually assaulted her, and she threatened to disclose it to her parents and the accused wife. At that stage, he has hit her with the edge of the cord on the head and on the neck, and used a coil rope, coconut coil rope, which is there in the adjacent portion of the building which is under construction, and strangulated her and killed her. So with his confessional statement, we have recovered the coil rope. This is the DNA report that both the exhibits are matching the DNA profile. This was done in our own forensic lab and thanks to the Directorate of Forensics, they gave a report in a very short period by doing a perfect scientific matching. The accused confessed of sexual assault and attempt to rape. The coil rope used in the crime was recovered based on the disclosure of the accused under Section 27 of Indian Evidence Act. He has assaulted her with anger and strangulated her because she threatened to disclose to the accused wife and her own parents. Now, we have 2 post-mortem reports. One said there is no injury and no sexual assault, and the FSL, and the second post-mortem report which said there is injury on the skull and the neck, and there is sexual assault, and the body fluid of the accused is found on the undergarments of the victim. So we formed a board of experts of forensic medicine from AIMS, Guwahati, from NEGRIMS, Shillong, and from GMC Guwahati, the head of the Department of Forensic Medicine. They studied all the records, our proceedings, our investigation, the reports of FSL, inquest report, first PM, second PM, second inquest, everything. And in the second post-mortem, the length of the body was measured physically because the body was there. It was exactly 4 feet 8 inches. The sketch which was drawn